that up real quick.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's guard or vanguard.
Very effective against horsemen currently. One hit horse while it's moving will knock the rider from the saddle. Also use thrusting through closed stone gates.
So, does it say what class it is?
Be right back.
No, it's a polearm. That's helpful or not. The glaive is a polearm that requires level 0 guard to equip.
Okay, so it's the... Okay, I see it now. It's like the basic guard weapon. That's not too bad.
Flat on the ground.
It's kind of a night killer weapon. Because if we had been able to like knock those guys off their horses, they would have been defenseless. The best I could do with my bastard sword was like stop the horse.
Yeah, I mean, I'd sliced some dudes up. I was just running around just swinging. I sliced a bunch of guys up, but I have no idea if I really did anything to them or not.
Yeah, it was kind of a clusterfuck.
Well, so we ran in the wall, right? And we went all the way over to that catapult thing. And I saw, I'm like, is people in white banner? Oh, hang on a second. Yeah, you know, are people in white, are they bad? And someone said, yeah. So I just start slicing this person up, right? And I turn around and look, and there's like 10 more of that person's buddies coming at me. I'm like, whoa, I'm out of here. So I run all the way outside the wall, and then all of a sudden they're like surrounded, and so it's just like, all right, I'm just gonna find somebody to start swinging. Like I rode all the way out here, I might as well do something. And I turn around and there's Kowski with a practice sword. I'm like, oh my god, dude.
Better believe it.
That was pimp.
I can't believe you didn't grab one of those falcons you made.
Oh, I did, but then I realized that my cavalry skill is like 25, so I'm like, fuck.
Too low. That's hilarious.
You know, the people on the other side were had to laugh because they're like, who the fuck are these guys? Like, we're all running around naked with no armor, swinging practice swords and dildos.
Well, they didn't even know that we were... Because they thought we were on their team at first. That's why they didn't even attack us. It wasn't until I think that we all just like, oh, those are the enemies? And then...
So...
Probably a better course of action would be for me or for a couple of us to run down and build like do a private claim and build a tent, like a siege tent. And then I think everybody else, if they pray home during judgment hour, you can actually pray to the siege tent instead. And that way we don't have to have that like long travel for everybody.
I think that only works if you set it as your rally point, which means you have to travel there at least once.
Okay.
But realistically, if we had like a private claim with a tent, you know, that way we can, like, you know, if we're not using horses, we can store our horses there or whatever else that we don't necessarily want to take in the battle, but we need for the trip over there.
Yeah, and you can always take a trip down like early and just like leave that character if you know you can have like a different character to craft with or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll figure out the logistics better for next time. I think that was our big weak point is we would just showed up stupid on the battlefield and got our butts wiped.
All I know is it's hard to tell who's on whose team.
Yeah, that's very true too. Those tabards really come in handy. It's probably the first game I've ever played where like everybody purposely wore like color marking clothes just because it's like a necessity.
See, back in Galaxy's Black Star, we were one of the few guilds. Like back then, everybody wore the same type of armor. Like whatever their game mechanics was, it was called composite armor, and that was really the only armor worth anything. So everybody wore all these like multicolored armors, and they all looked like a bunch of clowns. So Black Star, we used to roll up in like black armor with like white left biceps. And it looked really good. Oh, thanks, dude. I will work on some. There it is.
Let's see, I need to get. I'm gonna put the horses all in the same stable except for like 2 slots so we can make sure they get a couple pumped out for tomorrow. Could you take a look at the horse that you're riding and tell me if it's like a breedable female?
Yeah, hang on. Quality 98, age 43, fertile horse, female.
Okay, well if you don't mind, I'm gonna trade you one that's not fertile.
Yeah, that's fine.
We actually have a good number of babies, but it's gonna be like 1 or 2 real life days before they're gonna pump anything out. So that's handy that you have one that's good.
That's for down.
Yeah, making another anvil. So much fun.
Ooh, hey, if you got any extras, throw one my way. Or 2.
You're lucky I'm making this one. Let's see.
Oh, well, if you need it, that's fine. I mean, I'm gonna end up making my own. Just would get my forge up sooner.
Nah, before I can get shorts to make it another one.
I'm sorry, what was it?
I'm 4 ingots short of making a second one.
Ooh, I have like tons of ingots. Let me go grab some. How much do you need for 2 of them?
It's 8 ingots each. Yeah, because I got to replace the blacksmithing area within town because I went through it all.
You know, we should, Valiant, can you place a bellows?
I don't think so, because I would have done it up in my little house.
Okay, that might be the higher level then, never mind.
Yeah, I think that's the next level up.
We just need Val to level his construction masonry skills so we can get some more stuff going. Jeez, what's he
Yeah,
doing,
I know.
slacker?
Right?
No
Well,
fun.
I put up like a legit castle wall so I could try to finish leveling architecture.
I mean, I'm 11 points for making locks, and then I'm like, you know, sort of satisfied with where my forging is, even though I'll continue to make, you know, weapons and whatnot.
So,
If you need a lock to go ahead and put your current, house together, I have a couple.
just to,
Oh, I'm just looking to do it more myself. You know,
That makes sense. I gotcha.
especially since I'm fairly close, I should be able to hit it tonight.
Yeah, Wobble's she can only grind it for so long in a day, so she doesn't get very far very quick. But
Yeah, I've been doing pretty good, you know, grinding all day. Especially now that I'm sort of making better quality stuff in town. Should last a little longer.
Hey, I'm bringing you 32 ingots so that I can get 2 anvils, and then you can make a couple extra for either of the crafting areas that we have to replace new ones or put ones in that need to go in, whatever.
nice.
And I threw like, I don't know, 6 or something silver in the monument today, by the way.
Great, thanks.
I gotta start selling stuff because, that excursion I made out to the west coast, like I looted like almost 4 gold worth of money, but I've been burning through it like slowly, very conservatively, but I'm about halfway through it, so I'm like, alright, I need to start like selling stuff because I don't want to get down to nothing.
Your private claim is just really expensive.
Yeah, it is.
It's even
But-
more expensive than the monument.
It's alright, it gives me everything that I want to be able to do, so.
Do you need it? Because I think that we've grown over you, and you can put it so that only you can open your house.
Yeah, maybe I'll make it smaller. I mean, it'll definitely save on the bills. Kowski, where do you want these ingots? Are you going to just barter them to you?
Just trade them to me. Those are ingots. Those are lumps.
Oh, crap. You can make ingots out of them, though, right?
It would take. Let's see, where the hell is it? I think it takes 40 of them to make an ingot.
Oh, crap. Alright, we'll disregard them. I'll just make my own. I'll just try to craft it myself because I need to level my forging anyways so I can start making armor. I want to make plate.
Ah, so you'll be our armor smith. Okay.
Well, hopefully I'll be armor smith. Until I'm making it, though, don't count on me as the main one. If somebody else, like, really has a hard-on for doing it, let them do it.
Duplicates of professions is always a good thing.
Yeah, for sure. I got into making armor in Star Wars Galaxies and another game, and I really enjoyed it, so...
So I can do leather and padded, and if you're gonna take up armor smithing, you'll be able to take care of the scale plate and chainmail. So that's cool.
Yeah, if we can get a second person that wants to do it, I think that would be fantastic as well.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get as
Oh,
many people for everything, obviously, but
Yeah.
we don't have anybody yet. Because me and Kowski, or Wobbles and Kowski, are both doing like forging, which is the other half of the blacksmithing chain.
Yep, I plan on doing forging, and then after I get forging through, well, while I get forging through, I guess I'll be working on digging, mining, and just prospecting, all that fun stuff. I want to dig a hole in the big side of the mountain.
Currently, I'm digging, so moving dirt.
Oh, moving dirt is fun.
It's a lot easier with this cart, if I tell you that.
I think I leveled as well. Val, I, and Sandwich leveled this castle area without a cart, so good times back then.
Yeah, we roughed it leveling this castle. I think it ended up looking pretty cool though. I think I like the design.
Yeah, I think we still got some more work to do. We gotta level the back of it. Between it and my tree farm, I should say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking to him about putting a larger house back there so that people have another place to bind.
Oh my god, these 10-minute waits on smelting are driving me nuts.
What?
When you're working with smelting, it takes like 10 minutes for all your metal to heat up.
You can rush it by alternating furnaces and using the bellows. Every time you close the dialogue window and pull it back up, you can use the bellows again. But it's kind of a pain.
Well, I got the bellows up at 1500 degrees. I mean, that's all the bellows does is just increase the temperature.
No, what I mean is if you say if you had 2 or more of them running, you could open one up, use the bellows, and it would actually tick the heat up a little bit, and then go to the next one and tick that heat up a little bit, like the loading bar. It'll tick it up.
Because when I get my whole chain gang going, I've got all 4 furnaces going. Just smelt like crazy.
Yeah, you can alternate around to each one and use the bellows as fast as you can, and it makes the metal heat up faster.
Interesting. I'll play with that sometime.
Yeah, maybe you can tell me if it actually makes it faster, or if it's just my imagination, because I'm occupied clicking the buttons.
Well, you don't want to sit there and go to max temperature, because then you're going through the the charcoal a lot quicker. So you want to keep it right at 1500 if you're working with iron.
Yeah, it does burn the charcoal quicker. It's just my trade-off for not wanting to wait.
Bring that back.
You just gotta see how much you could do at once.
Well, I usually load.
Smelting and working on forging, and
Yeah, that's true. You just leave the furnaces and go off and gather fiber or whatever.
I'm trying to remember, to get architect over 30, do I have to get masonry over 60?
Yep.
Yes.
Go back.
One level a day.
So then to get masonry over 60, do I have to get construction over 90?
No.
No.
Once you get to 60, the next skill is unlocked.
Okay.
Well, it's unlocked at 30, but you can only get the next skill over 30 if the previous one's over 60.
Right, but to get the next one over 60, the previous one doesn't have to be over 90.
No. 60 unlocks max level.
Gotcha, okay.
It's right now I've got 60 artisan, 60 materials prep, and then I've got 68 smelting right now. All because I've sort of locked artisan and smelting or materials prep, because I'm I don't want to go any higher in those.
Okay, so here's the question then. To get masonry up to 60, I'm going to need to build fortifications. And to get, I'm going to do the same thing to get architect and pop that over 30 with the large castle wall that I have up here. Do we have any regular stone fortifications that we need put up that I can just grind on? Because if not, I can go down to the other claim and do those. But if we can do something practical up here.
There is, down in the village, we were going to put that one stone tower. You could grind on that.
Alright, let me ride down there and you can show me where you wanted it.
Okay.
Do we want large castle walls anywhere, like a second ring of them somewhere or something like that? And I can build them, so. The only thing we'd be missing would be the granite. But I don't know if we have granite nearby or not.
Yeah, you have the castle tower yet?
I can look.
Maybe you don't, if you have the walls unlocked.
Yeah, I'll have to wait. When I get down there, I'll take a look at the ground and find out.
Okay.
Alright, where do you want the, whatever you said down here?
I'm standing on it.
Alright, and what was it?
So it's just the stone tower. I think stone tower. It's on these 4.
Which way do you want the door facing?
Well, I'm not sure exactly which way the door ends up. I know that this is kind of like the outside area. Probably the door would be here.
So you want it on these 4 blocks right here?
Yeah.
And the door, actually I think the door would end up being like right here. Now if you shift it over one set, you would have a clear doorway here. And what you could even do if you want is put like a diagonal wall here. So that way, because the tower's got those steps going out each side, right? To run along the walls. So you could put a stone diagonal right here. Because if you're doing a stone tower, I'm not sure what the purpose is if you don't have any other walls to get up to the top.
Yeah, well, I've got to add in some more walls. Let me see. I
Here,
can
check.
actually.
Check this out. I think I got an idea. I'm not sure what you're going for, but let me try to do something here, and I'll show you what I'm thinking. You can tell me if you like it or not. Are you putting wood fences or stone fences down here?
Well, I was going to put the wood fences up because they're quicker, but we do need to get stone up here.
Oh, might as well just do stone, do it right. Just my opinion, but...
Well,
I mean, hell, we could put like legit castle walls down here. If we really want to get crazy with it. Like, if we're gonna go big or go home. That's
Well, that'll
What I
maybe.
always say.
I don't know. The granite is on the other side of the water, so to build castle walls, we'd have to like finish the land bridge and then truck granite one cart at a time, like a tile and a half. I didn't really realize that was going to be involved for castle walls up here.
Alright, I think where this diagonal lines up, it lines up with the steps of the tower, like up top. And then it offers a little bit of stone wall protection right there. You see what I'm talking about? I know you can't like visualize the finished product.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Only problem is that eliminates this this walkway that I was going to put down to the lower area.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I think that we can put it here on these other four, and basically this wooden wall is gonna be here, or it could be a stone wall, and just do a platform like bridge the gap over there. It'll work. You probably can't see what I'm talking about either.
No, I'll put it in. I mean, whatever's cool. Let me look at, just for funsies, let me look and see what big castle walls I can do.
Okay.
I can do a castle wall diagonal, which is done. Yeah, I can't do. That's that's silly. It gives you like one totally useless castle wall to do. It's a diagonal
Strange.
and that's it.
That's
Maybe
strange.
maybe they'll give it to you just so you can level it or something.
I don't know. It took us a month to get that other castle built. I don't know if we would complete like a castle wall right now. You know what I mean?
But you need somebody to make some shapestone. I'll be all over that.
All right. Well, where I place this this tower, it's gonna block half of the gate.
That's
And-
fine. It's easy enough to remove this wooden wall and put something that works there better.
Okay. Now. Oh, I see your path. Okay, so your path is uncovered. All right. If this isn't in the right spot, tell me and I'll move it.
Just one more over. So it's like these four.
Okay.
Thing is if we got attacked by those cavalry guys up here, they wouldn't be able to do anything. It's hard as hell to ride a horse around this place.
Yeah, tell me about it.
It'd basically be they would try to create sort of a little defensive area with trebuchets like they were doing over there, and just try to see what they could trebuchet from afar.
Alright, well, I'm gonna grind masonry to 60 on this thing. Do we have any leveling food by chance?
Made a little tiny bit. Yeah, there's. You can grab a stack of it from the house.
Alright.
Destin,
Where's
I
it
need
at?
in the little on the table, the little table with the boxes.
What's that?
Did you need some leveling food? It'll put your multiplier up. This isn't a great batch to like 2 times maybe.
Sure, I definitely use any type of food right now.
Well, I can get you some regular food. This stuff, save it for when you're gonna want to level a skill, and it'll help with that a lot.
Okay.
I'll need you some food. But as I make more of it, I'll load it into the trade post and do some troubleshooting to make sure that it's actually available for sale.
Which one is it here? The barrel or the box?
Yeah, in the little barrel. There's the Yorkshire pudding. We'll grab 5 pieces for Destiny in here.
Appreciate it.
My crops are going to come in, I think, tomorrow, so I'll be able to get some more good food out, too.
I'm so glad they got different music tracks now. I think for the longest time they kept running Christmas.
Yeah, they play that one stupid song over and over again.
Yeah.
Logged it on, guys. Doesn't look like I lost any vital skills. Did you guys lose skills?
I lost a few. Like I lost 1 point here and there.
Oh, that's not too bad, I guess. Beats when I lost 40 points on my way to start this guild.
Damn.
Yeah, I had a pretty low karma for a second from leaving too many guilds in a row.
Yeah, so that character I was on had like 30, whatever the hell it is, piety or karma.
We don't have metal iron shovels lately. There's like some fun to make.
I might be able to come up with a couple. If you want to meet me by the little blacksmithing area in town.
I'm going through these wooden ones left and right.
Just when you go through the metal ones, don't toss those out. Make sure to return them, because eventually I'll be able to melt them back down and get some more metal out of them.
Either that or buy repair kits from the trade post. Just repair them.
You just add them to it.
That too.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Not a problem.
My game's really adamant about telling me that judgment hour's over. Does that happen to y'all?
I get that every time I log into a character.
Yeah, okay, me too, yeah. They changed the stamina drain while cooking, so I can't make like 100 bread at a time. I have to do it like 4 pieces at a time.
Yeah, that kind of sucks, because they did that to everything. You know, whether it's sawing out billets, you know, pulling shit from the furnace, pulling shit from the, making tools, fishing. I mean, you can't really AFK anything anymore.
At least fishing, I think an auto clicker would work. The stupid ones where you have to hit craft and then press mass produce, you can't use an auto clicker.
I think with my keyboard and mouse, like it has built-in programs where I can sit there and set up like a little simple macro to just keep clicking certain things, move it around, which I think they said they're against, but you know, what they don't know doesn't hurt them.
I didn't think they were against that. They have a mod that's like supported by the devs. Not supported development wise, but they allow it.
Where did you have some of that? Just the plain food that.
I'm crafting it up right now. I can hand you a handful.
I think I was reading the forums and they were sitting there saying that they're fine with things that auto-click, but things that like actually do like more complex actions, such as clicking the craft and then mass-produce buttons, and then waiting so long and doing it again, they were kind of not the biggest fans of.
Well, they shouldn't make it so monotonous. Nobody wants to sit there for an hour and push that button.
It wasn't until this last patch.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I kind of liked AFK, just doing some stuff and then letting it go for 5-10 minutes. Like fishing. That was great.
That mod I was talking about, I think it also organizes your inventory. There's a couple other kind of like guild-based features it adds.
There was a little mod for herbalism. Whenever you collected herbs, it made them all certain ones, certain colors. I don't know if they still have that or not.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was pretty good.
I just haven't actually taken the time to install it yet, which is silly. I should.
All I know is Val needs to set up a tabard decoration for Black Star Legion. So I think he's the only one that can do it.
What's up, dudes?
Just wondering when you're going to set the proper guild colors for Black Star Legion. That's what's up.
Oh, take a look.
My tabard looks kind of plain right now.
So, what profession are you thinking of going into, Destian?
I am not decided yet. I think I'll just keep helping out with different tasks and see where it leads me.
Yep, that works.
Harvesting plant fibers. I've heard that's a really fun and interesting task. We only need like 200,000 for like all our plants.
Actually, if you don't, if you want to give farming a go, I've got a bunch of seeds that have to go out too. We've got some. You're doing the main terraforming project. The construction project is the little wooden walls down the hill. We have farming that needs to go on. So any kind of direction you feel like you want to try out, there's definitely stuff to do.
Awesome.
Did I give you food yet?
Nope.
Okay, I'll bring that now.
Real question is who needs metal components, because I have about 1,000 of them by the time I'm done.
Yeah, spread the wealth. What are they used for?
Various things and stuff.
So specific.
I don't know too much because I'm just making them because I think they're actually the easiest thing for me to mass make that, just the level.
Thank you so much.
Because they're actually cheaper to make than nails.
Throwing knives are actually pretty good to make too. Those are definitely useful. I think it's 3 lumps for a throwing knife.
I'm at 1 bar for metal component. 3 lumps actually not too bad.
Oh, I was wondering why you made so many bars. I was like, he's either about to turn out a shit ton of shovels, or he's got something else going on.
Yeah, I don't remember why I started making bars, but now that I've got them, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna keep making them.
Yeah, I got you. I didn't even think about to use the throwing weapons I had on me in that fight.
Oh my god, it's so dark and gloomy down at the outpost.
Let's get to the dirt.
Alright, heraldry should be set.
All right, I got a black line or red line around my back. Yay! Ooh, it properly highlights my boobs in the front. Very good, very good.
Nicely done.
Let's see, the metal components are used in floor lamps, herb gardens, looms, horse carts, light crossbows, abelisks, heavy crossbows, siege torches, medium warfare kits, large warfare kits, and naphtha barrels.
We need tons of naphtha for the street lamps that we make them.
Lots of naphtha.
How many street lamps do you have placed? Do you remember just off the top of your head?
Roughly about 10, and I could put more down along the path up top, and I'd like to put maybe 3 or 4 down at the lower area.
I was gonna say I could probably turn out, maybe 2 or 3 lamps right now, but the rest of those we'll have to start a herb garden because naphtha is really difficult to make.
Yeah, we're gonna need a lot of it because I'd like to get quite a few lamps put around. All in all, we'll probably need maybe 200 or 300 naphtha for what I have in mind. So, it's cool, easy, right?
So if you think about, to make naphtha, you have to gather herbs. So out of all of the random herbs that you gather, you have to hope that 2 of them happen to be naphtha herbs, and then you can make 1 naphtha. So for 1 lamp, you basically need 40 herbs that just happen to be, or 20 herbs that just happen to be naphtha herbs.
Sounds freaking horrible.
Yeah, but once we have herb farming, and then obviously you just farm it for a week and there you go, it's fine. But I just happen to have enough herbs for 3 or 4 lamp posts from that find that Kowski made.
Well,
He found a
if you
bunch of
can
herbs.
make 4, then that would get 2 in front of the gate, 1 in front of the big house at the castle, and then 1 up at my place as contribution to me for funsies, since I'm making the lamps anyways.
Yeah, I could probably turn out 4 of them.
But that would at least give us 3 down at the castle, 2 outside the gate, and 1 by the main house, which would kind of liven the place up a little bit, because I'm sorry, it looks dull and gloomy and dreary and medieval-y. Need a little color.
Yeah.
Illumination.
I spent $3 on these stupid fire pits, but they're so loud.
You can ride it for a long ways, but watch out because it will kill you. Very, very much. Very, very kill you.
I think they turned fire down a little bit though.
Alright, again. Backtracking here. Looking this way, looking that way. Don't rush it, everybody. No, hey, it's your game though. You can play it however you want. You want to go look it up on the wiki, hey, more power to you. But me, I like to take my time. I like to go along and pick all the bushes and whatnot. Try to wait for you to crop. Right, again. Backtracking here. Looking this way, looking that way. Don't rush it, everybody. No, hey, it's your game though. You can play it however you want. You want to go look it up on the wiki, hey, more power to you. But me, I like to take my time. I like to go along and pick all the bushes and whatnot. Try to wait for you to crop. Right, again. Backtracking here. Don't rush it, everybody. No, hey, it's your game though. You can play it however you want. You want to go look it up on the wiki, more power to you. But me, I like to take my time. I like to go along and pick all the bushes and whatnot. Try to wait for you to drop. Right, again. Backtracking here.
Alright, so fire. I'm taking it down around the corners. So got a ramp, but basically it's a low this wall. People forced to jump over. trying to cast a ball. Alright, so we're taking it down around corners with our ramp, basically, so loading this wall. Can the wall do that? So it can be bumped twice. Oh, thank you, Lord.
Hey, next time your construction workers in base, can you put down an oven or two for me?
Oh, yeah, I'm here. Where you wanted it?
I'm just gonna replace this cauldron.
And I'm just digging dirt. This is probably the most boring to watch ever. But interesting. If you are interested in life too, you can always ask questions.
How many ovens do you want?
I think you can fit 2 of them where that cauldron was.
I don't know how to do anything in Twitch yet, so. Don't know what I'm doing. Medicus. There's all kinds of stuff you can set up as far as subscribers and followers and all these little links that you can set up to go still on how to do all that stuff. So, but you know, I guess the best way you learn is to go live, but I'm still playing live. I just went live, started playing because I want to play anyway. Might as well stream it. But there will be some updates done to my Twitch once I learn how to do it all. It's good. I don't even know if you can hear me.
Oh, those aren't bad at all to make, are they?
They're pretty easy. I made 2 of them up at my place last night.
I think the biggest one that's a pain in the ass is the kilns.
Yeah, by the way, on that map you have linked up,
There you
I
go.
marked
Since I don't-
plus 26 clay on there.
Oh yeah, I noticed
Actually-
that.
And stuff. And if you can
Actually, I found
pop
some
it
50 plus clay.
better in this guild. I don't know. I got a lot of things I need to figure out about the setup on this. Some of it I'm working on, but
Where's it at?
I also need a better mic.
On the other side of us, like sort of where that bay is. So if you go northeast, there's like, you'll see in the sand like that little banana-looking shape. That clay deposit's 50.
Okay, yeah,
My
that's. I
mic
found
is,
the 26
of
over
course,
there,
I'm
so
using my
I probably
headset
missed the
mic
50
right
because I
now.
didn't look at all
Got
the
a
areas.
big mic on
Yeah,
my
50 was
camera,
right there
but
by
I haven't tried
the water.
tried that yet. So, but that's good. Good advice. I need it. I mean, all the advice I can get.
I might go get some of that for
It's
these
amazing. You look at someone like Kids
ovens
been doing
then,
this for
just to
years.
kind of
and
maximize the
he's got
durability a little
50
bit.
viewers, and it's like, wow, that's still impressive.
Yeah, I went and grabbed some, and that's what I'm using on these furnaces and forge and anvil that I put down.
Is it
That
much better?
But I finally got me out.
it
of
was,
the
but then again, I also
drive.
switched from using a primitive hammer to using a mallet. So combination of the two, I think I quadrupled the durability almost of what I was putting down previously. Went from 3,000 something to a little over 11,000.
I don't know if you've noticed, you'll have to go through a similar process with your blacksmithing hammer. You make the first one, then use that one to
Yeah,
make
I'm gonna try
another
and
one,
turn
and you
them
can
down.
do it a couple times to raise the level up.
See if we can turn it down
Yeah,
a little bit.
I figured I'd worry about that mainly once I get like to a higher level and actually care more about the quality.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Because I think the actual furnace and anvil at quality
Actually,
counts a little bit because I've
Discord.
noticed increased
So it's-
stuff just by having a little bit better quality there.
That's interesting. I'll have to look into that. I didn't think that that mattered, but it very well could.
Okay, so I turned them down a little bit. Yeah, they're in Discord channel, so I gotta go in there and turn that down. So yeah, and there's probably settings to do that somewhere else, but so learning it. But it's fun if you ever wanted to play License Feudal. I don't know if you've ever played this.
Oh, Valiant, did you say that you have actually been taming some horses?
How's that? They're talking now, so hopefully they're not as loud.
I found a couple
That guy.
when I was out doing my explorations, but yeah, I think I tamed 2 of them. Actually,
What?
3, because I gave one of them to Vasu, who I haven't seen on in a while, actually.
Well,
Volume.
maybe you want to give a go at breeding those guys, and as long as they're under level 50, I can turn them into courier horses.
Yeah, there's probably another setting.
Yeah, I'll have to take a look and see which one of my characters has them. Yeah, I can take a look.
Because that trip that we made over there, I did it earlier to time it out, and it only took me 15 minutes. But I was on a courier, so that's a big difference.
Can't use speakers.
Yeah, I bet.
If they are talking.
Because I really did run it at max speed. I left their base
Okay.
and ran at max speed all the way up
Right,
until
'cause
I
I'm trying to talk
got
over
within
them.
sight of the
I need to
river.
speak
Then I
up
took one
more,
rest break,
I'm sure.
and I made it back from
Also,
there.
let me know how gameplay is, if it's lagging or anything like that. Is the gameplay look fluid? I'll try to speak up more. I'm also actually going to go buy a mic probably in the next couple of days. I'm going to get after I get another closing, I'm going to get a nice mic that I'll set here on the desk, so I don't have to worry about using this little thing because I know it doesn't pick up that great. Yeah, I think I don't mind them hearing other people. I would like it quieter so that I would be the louder voice. But I notice when I watch other Twitch, when I watch other streamers and stuff, I like to hear the conversation that's going on and the gameplay, because that kind of is what keeps you involved.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to go on another iron ore run. Yay!
I mean, that to me that adds so much element to the game. If I'm sitting here playing by myself and just not talking to anybody, it's kind of boring to me. So I love the interaction with other people. That's what MMOs are all about. So game license fine. I've never seen game license, so I'm not sure how it's supposed to.
So how do you get seeds?
Good.
Like if I want to plant some stuff in the ground to grow for food, like how do you start that? Like I leveled the ground, I plowed it, now what?
No,
You have to look for wild plants, and you just plant the plants. So it's like looking for materials or
pretty
whatever,
cool game.
but you'll
I
find
like it. It's a
onions
sandbox
and
game.
stuff like that.
Okay, so like I have cabbages and carrots.
On a
Just stick
sandbox.
those in the ground, or
I watched.
Yeah, you'll be able to like right click on the fertile soil,
Yeah,
and you
that's
should
the
have
only
like an
other thing.
option
I
to
wish I could
plant,
silence them
and then you can choose what you want to plant.
when I want to talk. I'll have to figure that out.
Yeah, it'll be like so.
Yeah, I guess that's right. It's sow, not plant. Trees are
Basically, I'm
planted.
leveling the ground here. If you trying to figure out what I'm doing.
But some of them are level restricted, so I don't know what level you are, but you might not be able to do like cabbage, but you can probably do like onions or something.
soon as I get finished playing, I'm going to jump over and watch Kisman just so I can. Although he's got some crazy setup with his screen now. It's only like a small corner is his game, and the rest of it is flare. It's like, holy cow. So, yeah, he's been doing it long. Yeah, I saw you were playing Final Fantasy, and I've never played. Well, I played it on the PS3 years ago, and I enjoyed it when I played it. But again, that was probably 12 or a long time ago. So I don't know what it's like on the PC version. I see that it's 2D like Lineage was. That looks pretty cool. So, but I watched somebody streaming it. And it didn't look anything like the game I played on the PS3. I'm sure it's different now. Been out for 5 years, so of course I'm a little behind. That's fun. I did not know they had an online version of Final Fantasy, but it might be worth checking out. I just got a new hard drive, so my hard drive is, I was struggling with a 500 gigabyte hard drive. My wife had some pictures on there, so now I went out and got a terabyte hard drive and put it in here with that one. So I've got like 1,500. So yeah, now I can load all the games I want. And I've got probably 6 games, 6, 7, more than that. I'd show you my desktop right now. I've got a lot of games: Life is Fuel, Skyrim, Elder Scrolls Online, Fallout 4, DayZ, Star Citizen. I've got all these games loaded on here now, and it's like when I come to my computer, I'm like, what game do I want to play? Got too many to choose from. I've never been able to do that. I had to uninstall games to play games. Heroes and Generals, little games like that I like to play, just jump in and get out. CSGO, I like to jump in there and play a few times and get out. PUBG, I've downloaded that. So now I've got a ton of games and I don't know which one to play half the time. Wife is out of town this weekend, so that's why I got more time to play and stream. And I think I'm down this tile. I really don't like streaming with the terraforming on this because of all the grids, but there's really no way around it. Again, I'm just testing my streaming stuff, seeing how good it's doing. And I've got to make a lot of adjustments. There is a chat box in my display showing up as a glowing square. There's no the chat that you put in is not going there. At least I don't see it. Managed to. It's not going that. Conan Exiles, I definitely want to try. I've watched it a few times. I think it's pretty cool. Star Trek Online, really? I played that a long time ago. I've gotten pretty far in that, not real far, but I liked it. It was pretty cool. Fantasy, 70s style. I don't know what it is about that. I like DayZ because there's not a, when the 7 days die, you've got so much time to build up for the main horde to come through or whatever it is. And with DayZ, I think they're a lot like DayZ is, you just it's constant, but you can't build a base or anything like that. It'd be cool if DayZ and the game would kind of merge. Let's go on time. Which one? Exiles or Star Trek Online? It's been forever since Star Trek Online. No, my cards for Alright, so we'll get the grid off, move the cart that I loaded up. As you can see, I mean, this castle, the detail of the castles and stuff is really cool in this game. Combat is okay. Skill, it's a grind. It's a bit of a grind to get the skill and everything. Guild mechanics are pretty cool. Nice. But it has grown a ton then. I wouldn't mind. Like that's fun because you've got your crew. That's one thing I loved about Star Trek Online is that you had a crew that you would command. And you could level up your crew and stuff like that, and they do different things for you. God, it's been a long time since I played that game, but I definitely wouldn't mind checking it out again. Yeah, that would. Hey, you know what? I've got enough room on my hard drive now that I could definitely add another game. Star Trek Online. That's fun. I like that. I'll put that on my list. Yeah, that's the other thing too. That's a big plus. Space combat's crazy. I didn't do a lot of space combat, and I didn't do a lot of. I don't know if there's any PvP in there or not. I didn't do a lot of that either. I think there is PvP. Alright, I'll download it. Definitely Star Trek Online. I've got an account, so I don't know what level I am, but I'll look into it. I'll put us a channel in Discord so we can play it. Are you in a big guild in there, alliance? Do they have guilds? Kind of did, yeah. Figures. Alright, I'm going to unload this cart, and then I'm going to go download the game, Star Trek Online. There we go. Set this thing down. Alright. I'm the noob on this game too, that's why they're making me move dirt from one area to another, basically. I don't think my guy is real low level, so we'll see once I get logged in and see what level my guy is. I think he's pretty decent. I mean, it's been a long time since I played, so I have no idea. But I don't think he's, I'll probably need you to tell me how to play again, because I doubt I'll know what anything does. Okay. Yeah. I'll, you know me, I always try and start something. I might have a fleet in there. Well, Depends on how late you stay tonight. It's 1 o'clock where I am. Flat ground. Alright, get rid of this dirt and then we're gonna switch games. Toasties and hours. I think I have. I don't know if I've got a fleet or not. I think I do. I always try and start something and never finish. That's my MO. It won't take me long to empty all this dirt out. Can't hear any of those other people talking now, so they must be busy working. Yep, probably. Yeah, so definitely a microphone is on the list to get. Once we get into, if I can get into Star Trek Online tonight and you're in there, we'll talk on Discord. No, I don't want to build stuff. Yeah, sounds good. We'll do that. There's a few games we love to play. I know you played with me on Eve a little bit. But gosh, it's so disappointing that that game lures you in and you have to pay. You really have to pay to play that game. There's so many games that are like that. You gotta pay. Discouraging. Even Elder Scrolls Online, I like to play that game too. But if you want to get the loot, your inventory slots and the crafting slots and all that stuff is a huge necessity. You have to pay for a subscription, and I hate that. Some more dirt. Trading card. I'm not inspecting the trading card. Yeah, and I've got a lot invested in ESO too. I've got like a level 50 character. It's like champion one. It's not as much as Trevi. I mean, Trevi went in there and I think they're still playing Trevi and the other guy, I can't remember his name. They're still playing in there and they're like champ all the way up. And I just got kind of burned out with it a little bit. It's still one of my main games I have, but I don't play it. I've got Shroud of the Avatar, I don't play that. Yeah, Wei Shuba, that's him. Them two are playing it hardcore. And I'm trying to think if that's the same one who played, what was the game? It's not Star Citizen, but it was another game that had to do with spaceships in the market. Something Traders. I'm sure you probably know what it is. I think I downloaded it and played it for like an hour. I couldn't get into it. And I bought it. It's not Star Citizen, it's a space game. And basically, it's got a lot to trading and stuff. I played that for a long time. I'm trying to build this ramp here. Just throw in dirt. It's depressing to look over and see my chat window. It's just kind of sitting there empty. I mean, not the one that you and I are speaking in, but there's the other chat window that's actually on my screen. And for some reason, it doesn't work. It's not really needed though. I just take it off. Elite Dangerous, yeah. That's what it was. Same here. Man, I had to try and land that ship with manual controls. It was like, are you kidding me? I think I crashed like 15 times and like beat myself in the head. I can't do this anymore. It's not worth trying to continue to just blow up ships. I don't even remember. That was like the very beginning of the game, just trying to land it. There's probably a way to auto do it, but I didn't figure it out. I don't even know how much that was. It was like 70. It was like $70, or maybe it wasn't that much. I don't. It's more than I like to spend for a game that I'm not going to play. All right, I'm almost done with all this dirt. Crash. It's ridiculous. I almost went. I mean, I was like, I think Kismet was starting to get heavy into it, and Way was it? If it was Way, and I don't know if it was him or somebody else, but and they were like, just hardcore getting into it, especially the other guy, whether it was Way. And I almost bought a joystick for it. Battletech. Plug into that. I don't know what that one is. But more Elite Dangerous. Almost done. Get the rest of this dirt out of this wagon to build this ramp. Make it flat, which I'm the slave for these guys, so I'll keep doing this. As soon as I'm done, I'm gonna peace out, take a break, and then load Star Wars. I also Mech Warrior. Now see, I did play Mech Warrior a long time ago. And the only joystick I have is one from like 12 years ago, and I got it because a friend of mine, when I worked at Office Depot, he wanted me to play Mech Warriors, and I was like, okay. He ended up buying me the game and a joystick just so I would play with him. And we played Mech Warriors. It was fun. I enjoyed it for a long time. That was like, God, before Lineage. I mean, that was a long time ago. But I haven't done anything like that since. But that's cool if you can actually build the mechs and spec them out, change their weapons and armor and all that kind of stuff. That's fun. I like to do stuff like that. Cart. Cart. Get the rest of the dirt out. Alright. Be keen up and telling these guys peace out. Yeah, definitely. Well, there's another story in that. I worked at Office Depot in the computer section, and he was basically a rent-a-cop security guard that would come in. He worked the whole shopping center, so there was Office Depot and a couple other stores in that shopping center. And he would come through, and so he got to know a lot of people. And he started asking questions. It's a funny story, actually. He got to asking questions about computers and stuff, and I would tell him what I knew about it. And such a funny story. You know, I got him into a few games. Then he found Mech Warriors and was like, "Man, you should play Mech Warriors. You should play Mech." So he bought me all that stuff, and ended up being a little bit, you know, I don't know, just kind of weird. You know, some people get a little weird in friendships, and he just, you know, the whole buying that game and joystick was kind of weirding me out. And his wife was really strange, and anyway, he ended up later on. I moved away. This was in Wilmington. I moved away, and when I went back, I found out that he had continued his interest in computers and ended up getting a degree in computer, kind of like what I went for, computer engineering technology. And then like 5 or 8 years later, I saw him and he was like, "Hey, you know, he's working, he's doing computer stuff." So it's like he got his job based off of that. So it's kind of interesting. But anyway, I am done with this card. I want to tell these people that I'm getting out of here. Let's go to Discord. I'm going to put my Be Right Back screen on. So we'll see that. And boom, there's that. Man, I gotta get rid of that thing. Alright guys, I want to head out.
Have a good one.
Alright.